In this video, I'm going to show a technique that can really add character to a vocal recording. This is a really creative way of using Ableton, warp modes, and vocal processing to create a unique character for your vocals. Now, in this example, I was working on a track with Heather Christie, and we recorded the vocals. They sound absolutely great to start, but I wanted to create a different character for the chorus as compared to the verse. So right now, I just have the chorus in this project, and we're going to hear a little bit of that. Now it helps to start, we had a really good vocal take. You can see even by looking at this waveform, her timing was spot on, her intonation was great. So this is a very good start for what I want the vocals to sound like, but I want to create a different character, especially to break this from the verse, which is pretty much an unprocessed vocal. One of the techniques you can do is using the warp modes, specifically Complex Pro, to add a deepen, lower transposed vocal to blend in with this one to give it a really nice, bigger sound. So to do that, I'm just going to duplicate this so we have the exact same vocal. Then you want to make sure it's warped to start, and I can transpose this. Now, just as an example, I'm going to put it in complex to start.
I know I can't become restless.
So that already sounds pretty cool, and that might be an effect you're looking for. But I find Complex Pro gives me a lot more options. I have these options with Format and Envelope, which specifically affect grabbing the different ranges of the human vocals compared to the transposition. So now let's hear it.
I know I can't.
And if I change that format,
become restless when I see you.
in this particular case, I like the formats kind of in the mid-range and my envelope down a little bit. But I like to think of it as male down here and more female up there. You can get really geeky here, and if you wanted to, you could have it one note like this, then bring it down. And kind of play with that formats to give it a little bit movement. But for this case, I think just around 52 is good for me.
I know I can't.
Now, you don't want to overdo these sort of things. You kind of want to make them a little bit more subtle, a thing that supports but doesn't take over. So I'm going to slightly pan this a little to the left and then bring down the overall volume.
I know I can't become restless when I see you. I can't help myself like a king of beasts. If I'm
So you can hear how that's supporting, adding a little bit more character to the vocal line, but it's still somewhat subtle. And it really allows her vocal to still come out clear and be recognizable as more realistic, and then just something else to kind of add, beef it up. So that's using Complex Pro. I also have an entire free series on using the different warp modes creatively as a sound design tool. Check that out at subaqueousmusic.com. There'll probably be links in the description below. And also check out Heather Christie's music. She goes by Cherokee. There's going to be a link in the description, and make sure you go check her out, follow her. Her music's absolutely gorgeous and amazing. Really stoked to be working with her. And yeah, here's some techniques for the vocalists out there as well as producers to add a unique character to their vocals.